Hey, what's going on, Inspirators? It's your boy Tony D, TonyDoyleInspires.com. Wanted to pop in here real quick. Was just in the middle of a coaching call and just got done with that, and a couple things were raised as far as manifestations and feeling stuck. And if that is something that you struggle with as well, getting stuck in the process or maybe not being able to get to full belief to the point where when you state an affirmation like "I am rich," that you actually create a negative vibration in that, something that would actually slow down a manifestation, right? Because you just can't get to that belief, that possibility. Um, got a couple phrases that will help you get completely unstuck with that. So I wanted to share those with you today. Like I said, we were just going over some of those in a coaching call, and I figured that was something that you guys would appreciate as well. So, first and foremost, if you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel um, and hit that little bell symbol over there, and that will let you know. That's the notification symbol, and it'll let you know every time when we upload new videos. We are dedicated to uploading new videos every day on all kind of different things that help you stay inspired, motivated, and moving forward in your life. So, that being said, if you like it, please give it a thumbs up. It actually works with the algorithm in YouTube to help other like-minded folks who may not normally see this. They would be suggested the video to check out. And as always, if you really, really love it and you know someone who it would be helpful for, please feel free to share it to them or share it to other social media platforms that you may be involved in, groups and pages and the like. All right, let's get into this. So once again, this tip, I've got a couple phrases that we came up with, and this tip is really for folks who find themselves stuck in the manifestation process and can't get fully to an affirmation. So let's just do a little background. Obviously, the reason you would want to get to an affirmation is affirmations are creative. Okay, so when we use a positive affirmation, especially an "I am" affirmation, in the present or the present future tense, without without blocking it by creating any negativity or anything like that. That is how we impress the subconscious mind, right? It is the easiest way. One of the best techniques to impress the subconscious mind is through affirmations. I am rich, I am prosperous, I am wealthy, I am abundant, right? So if you can believe that and you state it, you can impress your subconscious mind and you will draw those things to you. That is the process of manifestation. Unfortunately, some of the things we have such long-standing beliefs and paradigms against, one of which is money, one may be love for you. You guys will know what those are for yourselves. The things that are just really hard to believe you could ever really be successful in, and you're struggling. So that's how this came up. My first tip, and you guys have seen in other videos, my first tip is always change your affirmation into an affirmation, okay, which is a question that you leave with your subconscious for your higher self to answer. So and I have a whole other video on affirmations and how they work. But let me just give you that's my first and foremost tip. Go to an affirmation. So if "I am rich" is too hard for you, and it's creating a blockage for you, obviously that's not helpful at all. But what you can say is, "Why am I so rich? Why am I so abundant? Um, how am I so good at creating a prosperous lifestyle?" Those type of affirmations, and then don't try to answer it. Actually, go to sleep and let your higher being answer that. But use your self-talk, say it to yourself throughout the day, those kind of things. So that's an affirmation, and that is, in my opinion, the best way to use that. Now, affirmations aren't specifically creative in their own right, but what they can do is help you clear that block to the point where you can get to the affirmation. And once you do the affirming to yourself, to your subconscious mind, using the I am statement, declaring what you are, then that's how you manifest. Now, saying you can't get all the way even to the affirmation, because sometimes we may have a trigger. The word rich, we may have an actual trigger, a block that says rich and me don't go together in the same sentence, right? Or love and, love and me, that's not going to happen in this lifetime. And we may have so many experiences that we tell ourselves that, that this is just the way it is. I'm never going to be able to conquer this. So you may actually bring up all that negativity when you try to do an affirmation or an affirmation. So I have 2 phrases that will help you get unstuck. Now, in general, when manifesting, we always manifest from the end, right? So that means we always, when we're visualizing and those type of things, we want to see whatever it is that we're desiring. We want to see that already accomplished and then add a few to it. For example, if we want to be rich, the visualization that we would want to look at is perhaps one of going into your bank and seeing the printout of what you currently have with 2 or 3 extra zeros on it. You know what I mean? Something like that. Something already happened, and it just is, right? I am rich. So it's something that has happened. You are currently enjoying that wealth, right? And there's lots of different ways. Check out all the other videos if you want to look at. I have lots of manifesting videos. I try to put at least one a week on for Manifestation Monday. But so this is if you're feeling stuck and you don't feel like you can use an affirmation, or you're just stuck in general and you can't get to that place, and like it's really holding you back from being able to visualize or using some of the other manifestation techniques as well. And so I'm going to give you 2 words to use, and what you're going to do is come up with a little mantra or a kind of a side affirmation, and it's really just to focus on getting clarity. Okay, so if you're stuck, it's because you're unclear. And what happens is you get stuck and your focus becomes on being stuck and getting unstuck, right? So but what we focus on grows. So if you're recognizing, just like with anything else, if you're recognizing that you're stuck in your process, then you're increasing the vibration around that stuckness, and you're decreasing the likelihood that you're going to get yourself out of it, because you literally are digging yourself into a bigger and bigger hole, right? Law of attraction will always bring like thoughts. Like attracts like. That's how it works. So these are the 2 phrases, and you can use them specific to whatever you're stuck around. Okay, so these are the 2 phrases I suggest you use. The first is I choose. I choose. So that would be something like, I choose to see this differently. I purposely choose to feel different about this situation. Okay? Once again, so even though we're not all the way to the end, what we're trying to do is we're going to work on this little idea that you're stuck. Okay? So what we're going to do is try to increase the clarity around that one issue. And once we're able to do that, and once again, we are powerful creators. So when I tell myself, my subconscious, I'm choosing this, then I'm able to choose that. Okay, and I'll tell you the other one, and then I'll tell you the ways you can use this. So the other one is my favorite, as always. You guys have seen my other videos, but intending things. So it is my intention, or I intend So you could say something like, I intend to move forward past this point. I intend to be successful. It is my intention to have full clarity in this. Okay. So I have a couple other notes here. I wanted to make sure I covered everything. Oh, as always, do not worry about the how. Okay. That honestly, that is what gets you stuck most of the time, is worrying about the how. So by actually going past this, and saying that you, as a powerful creator, I am a powerful creator, and I might even start it like that. I am a powerful creator. I know I am a powerful creator, and I intend to be clear on this subject, to be prosperous, successful, and abundant in all ways. Something like that, right? So I might even start with that as a declaration, right up front. I am a powerful creator. I know I'm a powerful creator. And I choose to think a different way about this. I'm purposely choosing right now to feel better about this situation and to move forward in clarity. Okay? So those are just two things that I came up with on the coaching call. And I thought might be helpful for all you guys. I just wanted to throw it out here. So, and how would we use this? As with always, I always suggest using it in multiple different ways. So your normal manifestation techniques. So we'll just go over a couple of those that this might be good to use in. So first and foremost is your self-talk. So self-talk is that little voice in the back of your head, the thing that you normally like, oh, normally it's negative. Normally we're going around warning ourselves about things. But you can consciously, while you're awake at least, you can consciously change that. And you guys know about my affirmation. It runs in the back of my head all the time. I'm grateful for the knowledge of the God within. Divine abundance flows to me easily. So, and that literally, whether I'm awake or asleep, like runs all the time in the back of my head. Like it is kind of my default still small voice. But you can consciously put this in there, and just come up with one of these phrases. Like I said, I'm a powerful creator, and I hereby intend to move past this in full clarity. Right. So you can put that into your still small voice, or your in the back of your mind. We call it self-talk. All right. So that's one great way. Also, it's always good to do it out loud. So if you find a place, whether it's the bathroom, the car, outside as you're taking a walk in nature, find a place where you can say it out loud, speak things into existence. Okay? We know for a fact that it works very well. It also takes away some of your resistance, because your subconscious mind, it's a step past inner talk, because your subconscious mind figures it must be true if you're willing to state it out loud, right? So not only are you thinking it, you're feeling it, and now you're doing a physical action as well. And then, as with all things, I always suggest that you take that extra step and you go ahead and script it out. So go ahead and write it out, even if it's just that simple phrase. I'm a powerful creator, and at this time I intend to move past this into clarity. I choose to be successful. I choose it. I choose it. I intend it. It is my intention. Okay? So hopefully that's helpful. Obviously, that you could take it even further, and you could go into full-on manifestation techniques and get, my little sneak peek around the end of, before. You may have seen my other videos. I'm just kind of prefacing that, but I do have a secret way to get around some knowing and disbelief issues, and that is when you're manifesting in the end. In general, whatever you're trying to manifest, always in the end and in the present future tense. But if you imagine someone that you trust and respect telling you this, it's a way around it, because you're actually playing off of your belief in them as opposed to that for you. So so that is certainly a way you could use it as well if you get to the extreme and it's definitely not working. As always, I suggest that. So once again, in the case of prosperity, it may be you're going into the bank. Not only do you see that, you may have your banker. You know, if you have like a community bank and you've been banking there for a while and you really trust the people you bank with and or your accountant or something like that, you could have them say, "Wow, I can't believe you had such a prosperous day. Look at that. You've made whatever it is. You know what I mean? Whatever it is for you." Um, you sure are prosperous. You sure are, and in this case, when you're trying to get clarity on a thing, you may have a religious leader that you really trust. And if you're not religious, maybe you're spiritual. You could have Deepak Chopra, you could have Tony Robbins, you could have me, you could have anybody you may trust and really respect. You could imagine that person saying that thing to you, you know. So that's the other way to use it. And in that case, if you're going to, if your statement was, I choose to move past this, you could really, you could have Tony Robbins say, you know what, I am so happy that you chose to move past that. Look at how much clarity you have at this point in your life. Like, that was a great decision. Great decision. I'm glad you intended that. So, just a couple tips. Hopefully that's helpful for you. Like I said, just had a little aha moment in a coaching call, and I wanted to pass that on to you guys. If that's helpful, please comment down below. If you have any other tips you want to share with people, as always, do that as well. You can also go to our Facebook group of the same name, NSPR8. That's Inspirate. We do have a Facebook group, and we can discuss things there. Or, like I said, you can put it down here in the video as well. All right, so that's it for today. Just a quick one in and out. Hopefully it is very helpful for you. And as always, if you have not, please subscribe, hit the bell notification, give me a thumbs up if you liked it, and share it out to everyone if you loved it, right? So, all right, that's our tip for today, and to stay inspired. And like I say, if you're not, please just look around and appreciate what's going on around you. Mother Nature has provided plenty of things for us to appreciate and be inspired by. So until tomorrow, we'll see you later, and giving you peace and love. All right, see ya.